Tallahassee Memorial HealthCare, a vital regional healthcare system with 772 beds serving 17 counties. But it didn't start off that way. In 1948, Baptist Hospital, a small church-run facility, sold their clinic to the city of Tallahassee for $10,000. The hospital was located in former military barracks at Dale Mabry Field. It didn't take long for them to realize they needed a better facility and location.
And in this community, a fund was started. A lot of people gave out of their pocket to build this brand new hospital on the corner here of Miccosukee and Magnolia Centerville Road, and that's where it all started.
The hospital moved to its current location in 1949 and continued to grow with a small group of dedicated doctors.
The entire surgical staff could meet in the snack bar every month. I think there were only 16 surgeons. That included orthopedists, urology, but the surgical staff. And now the medical staff's well over 300 doctors, I think.
Even with a good medical team, the hospital was plagued with constant financial problems, a lack of organization, and serious morale problems. By the early 1960s, TMH was essentially bankrupt. But that all changed in 1964 when the board of directors hired the tall Texan who came to Tallahassee.
It couldn't go down any more than it was. It needed to go up, and it did. Financial was a great problem. Organization was a problem. Morale was a problem. All of those were very important. Patient care was good. It was good even then.
Within 60 days, Mustian sold vehicles, improved purchasing and finances, and asked the city of Tallahassee for a loan of $150,000, which he paid off within a year. TMH never asked the city for a loan again.
And if you're familiar with the healthcare industry, there are a lot of hospitals in cities the size of Tallahassee that are still struggling, that still are having difficulty. And so I think a lot of the success that Tallahassee Memorial's had and continues to have today is due to him.
Another challenge was the integration of Tallahassee Memorial in 1967. That year, TMH began operating the hospital at Florida A&M University, and much of the staff moved to Tallahassee Memorial.
It wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been. Our nursing staff was integrated. Some of the charge nurses from the old hospital were put in charge positions at TMH, which eased their feelings and eased the community's feelings about what happened to the hospital over there. And that was all due to the forethought that MT, Mr. Mustian had, I think.
From overseeing expansion to encouraging an explosion of new technology, MT Mustian and the board of directors always had a vision for TMH.
Gosh, I think about some of the early work primarily with hearts that MT did and cardiovascular, and taking the great practices that were here but then expanding them into more of open heart surgery, and the work that MT did to recruit doctors to come to Tallahassee and to come to Tallahassee Memorial, and then just the attention, the support he gave them inside the hospital. It was just incredible. And I mean, that really is the birthing of a child, whether it be the whole hospital itself or some particular department that he worked on. It was just, that was who MT was. He was really good at it.
It's kind of interesting if you think when we moved here, a hospital of less than 200 beds that grew into a 771-bed regional medical center. And if you think about the programs that did not exist in the early 60s, an open heart surgery program, a neurosurgery program, the intensive care capability of TMH, with the neonatal intensive care, surgical intensive care, the pediatric intensive care, all those things that have happened in the program development and the high-level services that were developed here in Tallahassee, I think speaks a lot to his career in a 25-year time span.
In 1979, Tallahassee Memorial went from a city-owned hospital to a not-for-profit regional medical center. And with MT Mustian's leadership and the caring and compassion of the physicians, nurses, and staff, TMH continues to grow and thrive.
I didn't do that by myself. No one does. No hospital administrator does everything there by himself. He has to have a lot of good help. He or she, either one, needs the help of the whole organization. And I had that help.
And we all owe Tallahassee Memorial because it is this incredible gem in the Panhandle that I don't know that everybody recognizes its value and what it's contributed to the communities.